Welcome back, family. This is your boy ED. For all you smart and intelligent folks out there, listen, that just simply means Ed. Today, I got another one for you. Today's episode is entitled, Does CAPM Certification Expired? Again, does the CAPM certification expire? Before we can do that, let's lay the groundwork. First of all, as a certification holder of the CAPM, you are required to do what is called PDUs. If you haven't checked out my video on PDUs, you should check that out. I'll leave it up in the, I'll leave that up for you guys, and I'll put it in this either an end card or somewhere on this. You'll see it. Either there, I don't know. It just pop up. You'll just see it. But anyway, I digress. So PDU stands for Professional Development Units. As a CAPM, as someone that has a CAPM, I'm required to maintain 15 PDUs over a 3-year cycle. Now, these PDUs are based on the actual PMI talent triangle. What is that, ED? PMI talent triangle. I'm glad you asked. So the PMI triangle is 3 pieces. First piece is ways of working, which was formerly known as the technical project management. Then you have power skills, which again was formerly known as leadership. And then you have business acumen, which was formerly known as strategic and business management. So those 3 pieces make up the PMI talent triangle. And that's very important to you as someone that has the CAPM certification. So what do you need to make sure that you maintain and keep this certification so you don't lose it? Well, you need to have a total of 9 PDUs in education, and then 6, at maximum 6, of PDUs around working professional and voluntary. So I think it's split up: working professional 2, and then working professional, voluntary, and creating knowledge. Creating knowledge is 4. So working professional and volunteering is 2, and then creating knowledge is 4. So you have to have a total of 15, again, family, over a 3-year cycle. So to keep that and to ensure that you're maintaining that aspect of things, you have to you either have to have a associate degree, or I think what else a degree, high school diploma, GED, or you can have a I do believe that you can have 1,500 hours of actually working in the field of project management to be able to sit for this. So with that being the case, you have to keep in mind too, family, that because you have this certification, there is a cost associated with renewal. There's a cost associated with you making the investment in yourself to ensure that you maintain those PDUs, because if not, then of course you'll lose the certification. That's what you're here for. You're like, does it expire? Yes, it does expire if you don't do these things. And again, I'll outline it for you, family. You have to maintain the 15 hours of PDUs every year. Every 3 years. So every 3 years. So let's make it easy. So this year is 2023. By 2026, I would need to have had 15 PDUs. But check this out, family. If you have a PMP, and I do believe I'm going to talk about PMP because I know that I haven't got the ACP yet. That is on the board of, I'll probably end up going for that next. But the PMP, if you have the PMP, so the PMP requires that you have 60 PDUs over a 3-year cycle. So I just found this out, family, and I wasn't even aware of it. But if you are a PMP holder and a CAPM holder, you don't have to get 60 PDUs and then an additional 15, which would bring you to 75. That is not the case. Once you get those 60, out of those 60, those 15 would be applied to the CAPM. Isn't that great? Isn't that look how Project Management Institute, look how they work. But anyway, yeah, so they do that for you just to ensure that, hey, I mean, because it makes sense. It doesn't make sense for me to go and get I have the PMP, and then all of a sudden I got to take an additional 15 hours of professional development units when really the PMP is really the staple of when it comes to project management, and the CAPM is the next staple, in my opinion. Again, it's just my opinion. But so they're saying, the Project Management Institute is saying, look, if you are a PMP holder, you get your 60 PDUs over a 3-year cycle. What we'll do for you, just because we know you are hardworking, you're dedicated, you're committed, and not interested, we're going to allow you to qualify for the CAPM and say, let bygones be bygones. That's my remix version, family, of just basically saying, hey, once you take the PMP, and you take your 60 hours, you're good on the CAPM. They will apply those particular hours to the CAPM. So what I don't want you to do, family, is fall into the trap of allowing your certification to expire, because if you do, then you're going to have to pay. At the time of making this video, if you are a member of PMI, you will have to pay $225 to take the exam. If you're not a member, then you'll have to pay $300 to take the exam. So family, I really hope that that provides at least a framework for you to understand about letting your certification expire. And I encourage you, matter of fact, I employ upon you that don't let that certification expire, because if you do, that's on you. That's an accountability on you, that you let that happen, because PMI does everything possible to ensure that you receive reminders when it's getting close of, hey, you need to make sure all your PDUs are accounted for in order to maintain the certification. So family, don't fall prey to that, because think about all that hard work and dedication that you put in, the nights that you could have went out and you were at home studying, the days that you could have went and watched a movie and you were at home studying, the days you could have went and played with your kids or went to a recital or anything. So basically what I'm saying, family, don't let that sacrifice that you made go in vain, because if you do, you don't want to sit there and just and regret it, because regret is things that you could have done and you should have done, but you let that get out your way. So family, I'm going to encourage you, if you have the CAPM certification, make sure you stay on top of that. Use this thing that we call this phone that we have, this smart device that we have, and put it on your calendar, put it in your reminders to remind yourself on top of what PMI is going to do. Don't make PMI be accountable for the success that you can have within your career. So again, family, I challenge you to put those reminders in place so you don't lose that CAPM certification, that you gave up everything that you needed to do to make sure that you obtain that. Again, this is your boy ED. I hope you enjoyed today's content, and I'm out.